Welcome to Crafty Little Beach. This is Julie. Today I have a Dollar Tree DIY for you.
We're going to use another one of the garden signs. This is the one that says Simply Be. It's also got a gold border. And I'm going to try a different approach for this one. I found these little wood rounds at Dollar Tree the other day. You get 3 circles for $1.25, which is great because I'm always trying to find circles. And I think it's going to be a perfect background for this. It's going to fit nicely inside the garden sign, just like that. You could also cut out some cardboard to fit in there or scrapbook paper or something like that. But what I wanted was a warm stained wood look. So since this is wood, I'm going to stain it with some Antique Wax by Waverly. I just go over it kind of with one coat. I don't want too much on there. And I'm going to kind of blend it in with a baby wipe. And look at that beautiful wood grain on that little wood round from the Dollar Tree. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. I wanted that warmth behind it. And I want to try to take away some of the metal aspects of the sign and make it look more like a home decor piece. So the first thing I'm going to do is attach this to it. I know that, the metal is not going to want to hot glue well on here, especially for a wall hanging. So I decided to use some of Dollar Tree's like double-sided tape. I think this might be a little bit stronger to hold this on than using hot glue. So I kind of have put them around where it will make contact with it. And the hanger is already on the metal sign, so it doesn't have to be super strong. I just need it to stay on there to provide the background. Now, the frame of this one is scratched up a little bit, and I wanted, again, to make this one a little bit warmer, add lots of fun textures. So the first thing I'm going to do is wrap the entire frame with twine. One of the bees does kind of poke out a little bit, so I'm actually just going to work around it. I don't want to cover up the wing of that bee. And I'm going to start here. I thought I started as close as I could to the frame, but I do go in and do another row of twine inside of this to completely cover it. But just kind of working 1/4 of a section at a time, I'm adding the hot glue and just gluing this down. This is the twine from Dollar Tree. It's probably the thicker of the two that I usually find there. And I have you guys ask all the time where I found my twine holder, and I get those at Dollar Tree. They are yarn holders, and I found them in the Crafter's Square. Some of my larger Dollar Trees carry them. I don't know if I found them at all of them, but they're great for twine, especially my workbench can get like sawdust and stuff like that on there from using my saw, and it keeps it nice and clean, and it makes it really easy to work with, and you don't have to worry about finding the end of it. So I did 2, I guess, individual rows of the twine, and then I started a third one. This time I can go all the way around. So it gets a little bit easier when I'm not working around that one bee wing I was trying to avoid, because I can just keep spiraling this out. So I just add a little bit of hot glue to each section. I'm using that Surebonder hot glue gun. This is a newer hot glue gun I got on Amazon. I'll have to add this to my Amazon shop. It's a lot cheaper than the Ryobi one, and I was having trouble with my Ryobi one, and this one does not squirt out quite as much hot glue, which is great because that one was a little heavy on the hot glue. So I'm going all the way around. I want to make sure that you can't see any of the gold. I really love that wood background and then the twine on the outside. I think it's looking really cute. So I go all the way up here at the top. I'm going to go ahead and stop and transition that. I can go around with a lighter and burn off any fuzzies. And I think it's looking really cute. I do want to add a few more details to it to make a fun little wall hanging for my wall. One thing is you can still see the metal on the sides like that, and I thought we could make that look warmer by adding some Dollar Tree rope. It's going to be easier than using the twine on the sides as well, and it's going to blend in really well together. So I just take a piece of that Dollar Tree rope. I'm going to start here at the bottom and just hot glue that all the way around. It is about the same width of the sign, and it framed it out really nicely. I think it looks so cute. I don't think you can really tell that it's a garden sign at all at this point. All of the fun textures and the cute little bee image on there and the Simply Bee. I really like that phrase. I haven't seen that on a Dollar Tree sign before. Again, I'm going to cut it and blend this in at the bottom. And then I clean off any fuzzies on that with a lighter. Anytime you're working with this rope and twine, it really does need to be cleaned up a little bit with a lighter, especially that twine from Walmart I have found. Now, I wanted to add some flowers or something to this to add a little bit more character, but I didn't want anything too crazy. So I thought some of these little burlap sticker flowers from Dollar Tree would be cute. This is like the little burlap flower with like little twine petals. I thought that would be cute. So I thought 3 of them kind of going up the side here. It won't cover up any of the bees. And I just attach those with hot glue. If you have any of the little wood bees from Dollar Tree, those might be cute on here as well. I glued 3 on there and I like it, but I thought it needed a little bit of color. So I'm actually going to take off the middle one and replace it with an actual Dollar Tree yellow flower just to provide a little pop of color. So just using my heat gun, I'm going to pop that off and cut the stem off so it doesn't stick out too far and glue one of these little yellow mums. This is one of the spring flowers that I just got from the Dollar Tree. And I think the yellow goes well with the bee theme. And this is how it turned out, our little Simply Bee sign. Really cute. I love all the little added touches here in the twine. It does take a little bit of time to glue that twine around, but it provided a really beautiful frame. And I like the stained wood behind it too. I think it makes it look really rustic, and I love the wood and the ropes again with bee DIYs. I think they look really good together.